Hey, this is Reck Master, and this is tutorial number 3, and in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to save all of your forms and how to compile them to an exe. So yeah, let's get started. So first off, I've just opened this as a form, and say I want to change the text, so we'll go down to the properties and click on text and then type, let's just say YouTube. So then that's now changed to YouTube, which is the text, and say I want to add a label, okay, and change the size, let's say 26. Hello YouTube. So let's just resize the form, just because I feel like it. Let's just add a button. Right, so change the button text to OK. I'm just doing this just to show you how it all saves stuff. Let's just go ahead here and type in the close form code. So type in .close. That's just like when you click the button, it'll close the form and the whole application will close. So this is Windows Form 1 application for the properties. So if we just type in save me and have the compile to desktop, so just have that there. But basically, first, before you do it, you want to go to Tools, Settings, and then switch to Expert Settings, because the default will be Basic Settings. So switch that to Expert Settings, do all this, and this is to save it first. You want to go to File, Save All, Text, Save. This might take a long time, Visual Basic. This is just, it normally takes ages for me. It says not responding, but it does save eventually. So let's see how it does this. Anytime now, should be. Come on. Right, this is taking the mic now. Come on, you should be able to save. Right, well that just gives you a basic idea how to save. And then when you when it saves, it'll save, I think it's 3 different files. Well, there's one file, but inside that one file there's 3 other files, and there'll be one that is called, well, that you've named it, so there is test, and inside that there's a file. Wait, oh, it's not finished saving yet, come on. Right, suck that. Oh my god. Well, this tutorial didn't go very well. Oh, there we go. There we go, it's saved. Right. So, yeah, I've saved it to the desktop and it's made a new file called test. I opened that up and there's 3 other files. I want to click the one in the middle, the one that has this icon, VB10. So if I double click that, then Visual Basic opens in another window with all my stuff open. Loading project 1 of 1 test. and it's all there. Now another one is to compile. Now to compile means it all just converts all the code into binary, and it will save it as a .exe. So to do that, if you have it on expert settings, you then get another a little tray called build. Then but first you want to go to compile, make sure it's set to where your location you want it to compile to, and then click build. So now it's gone to the desktop and mine's there. Hello YouTube. And then the code was that it will close it, right? So if I click the button now, the application closes. So yeah, this has been Reck Tech Master and tutorial number 3, saving and compiling. And yeah, comment, rate, subscribe. Hello YouTube, it's Reck Tech Master, and I'm here today with tutorial number 4 of VisualBasic.net. Now in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to interlink forms, and yeah, that's about it. It's just interlinking forms, because many of you who already know VisualBasic.net, a lot of you don't know how to link forms together, or even make forms. So if I just go ahead, make this form, and then there's an item up here called project, click that, click add Windows form, and it should automatically have selected Windows form. Click that, click add, and then there's something called form 2 that appears up. Got one there and one there, form 1 and form 2. But most of you are asking, how do I open form 2 from form 1? Because when I click play, only form 1 loads. So most of you are wondering how you can interlink it. You can interlink it by many of ways. You can add a button. You can add a text box. You can add a progress bar. You can add a label, which will be used as like a timer. And there's just about, well, you can use it just as normally, so no code, and then just use it as form 1 load. So when form 1 loads, when it opens basically, what you want to type in between this and this, so type here, type form 2 dot show. So basically, when you open form 1, form 2 also loads. But say I want to just use a button. Say I want someone to open it when I click the button. So double click the button and it brings up these 2 lines again. This is a bit self-explanatory. Button 1 dot click, so that means when you click button 1, form 2 dot show. So when I click the button, form 2 shows. You can also add, say let's add a timer. So if we scroll down and go to a timer, I'll do the code for the progress bar, but I'll explain it in a later tutorial. So just let me type the code. then we have the same bit of code, form2.show. So if we, but in order to make the timer work, in the form1 load, when form1 loads, you have to type timer1.start. So now that's loading. And when it gets to 100, form2 shows. Another way is you're probably getting a lot of ideas at the moment about linking stuff up, and one of the main viewers' ideas will be, I want to make that work by clicking that button. Right, and just to solve that right now, all you do is get rid of that, and type timer1.start in button 1. So that means that when I click that button, the progress bar starts. You're wondering why I've put a text box. Well, the answer is that you can also use, just so you can see this a bit more clear, you can also use text box to open forms. So let's say I want to add another timer, right? And let's say if text equals hello YouTube, and we've got the same bit of code, form2.show. So, but then we want timer2.start in the top. Wait, spelled start wrong. Timer2.start, so that means that when that's started, it'll run this bit of code. So let's type hello YouTube form2.show. Another way you can do it is using a label. Let's just add another timer, and we'll go label1.text minus equals 1. Then if label1.text equals 0, then form2.show timer3.stop. That means it's going to subtract a number from the label, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and so on. And this just means, well, same as that, only timer3.stop just means that the timer will stop. So it'll just stop working. But in order to run that, you have to put timer3.start in the form1.load again. See how that worked? No, you didn't? Well, let's just slow that down a bit. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and form2.loads. So this has been a tutorial on how to interlink forms and create new forms. You can create as many forms as you like. It'll lag a bit though. And yeah, so this was Reck Master, and comment, rate, subscribe.